First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Leonard Williams in there to make the play. It'll be a loss of 14, and it'll bring up a 4th down. On 4th down, the Browns hand things over to the veteran Britton Colquitt to punt. Back deep here, Andre Roberts. He'll take it at the 42. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Lucky 56. Here we go.
On the ground, this is Isaiah Crowell. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now Darnold. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Joe Schobert in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Detroit! Detroit!
Play action. It's Darnold. And he's got a noon one. A really nice gain of 25 yards. First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. They'll run with Crowell. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down, brings up 4th. And Myers able to knock it through. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense. Get a couple of first downs.
Looking for his tight end, fouls, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Johnson. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
He hits Jermaine Kearse. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
39! Green 39!
They keep it with Crowell on first. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. To throw on second down is Darnold. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Throwing here on third down, Darnold. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. They are, however, facing a fourth down situation. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. That's to his running back. Complete. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Bilal Powell, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Browns getting set to go. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there and gets the good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Here we go now.
On second down, Mayfield again. On the move to his left. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 on the last play, 19 more here at another first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Out to his left. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and it's a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Mayfield now. And he's got his tight end in Njoku. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. David Njoku, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Browns are back within a score. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And oh, he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep this a three-point game. So just a three-point game now as they send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10, right at the 30.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. Dancing to his left. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Down to 10, Darnold. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Jamie Collins in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Jabril Peppers is deep for Cleveland. Pulled in at the 24. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. A minute 57 to go in this first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go. Blue landed. Blue landed.
They go play action here on first down. Steps away. And oh, look at that. A diving catch. And a nice gain at 21 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now he'll be hit from behind, and he has landed on hard.
Now we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
He's going to fire into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They begin with a run by Corral. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Darnold under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Jets on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 17. Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken around the 12. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure up to...
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson, as the first half is winding down. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. Now Myers for the extra point. This time, the extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here's Myers now to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they will start out in great shape, up very close to midfield. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Following the interception, Mayfield to the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Set! 3-19! 3-19!
Final play of the half, Mayfield rolling to his left. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Spinning past him. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now out come the Jets. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Joe Schobert. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Joe Schobert in there yet again. My goodness, make it 5 sacks for him now in this one game alone. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Let's take it inside his own 40. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun. Gun.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Going back to Landry. This time he's got him complete. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down. It's a big play there for the 45 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
And Mayfield just getting the play off. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. Trying to get it to Landry there.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
Now it's Crowell. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Larry Ogunjobi in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hurry up, here we go.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. He's been terrific so far. And that's taken at his own 42. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They set up the screen to Chubb, and he'll get it down here to the 43. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
No. Check. Patriot. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, look at 56.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. And this is caught off a deflection. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And again, it's Mayfield. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Leonard Williams in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now Mayfield. Flush to his right. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Mayfield to throw it. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Rashard Higgins, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. So very late in the game here, but with that score, some light at the end of the tunnel.
There's still hope. Now they look at the score and say, hold on a second. This thing's not over yet. Let's keep battling.
Mayfield with it once more. And that is incomplete here. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. New York set to take the field. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Here's Darnold now on second down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Joe Schobert in there for the 7th time in this one game alone, and that will tie him with Eric Thomas for the most sacks in a single NFL game. Darnold now to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Joe Schobert in there yet again. They can't block him, and now with 8 sacks, he has set a new single-game record. Fielded at the 20. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
Back to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
On the move to his left. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
He's back to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal. The Browns trying to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19. 3:19.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Hauled in by Anderson left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Back to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Left side, caught by Matthews. Give him 30 yards there.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everybody.
The price come heavy, like Shaq attack up on a back.